G'day everyone, and welcome to another video. Today I'm on my way to Lake Eucumbene, to Braemar Bay. The weather at the moment, as you can see, is slightly suboptimal. So we have to sit in our cars and eat our lunch. I'm here with, travelling with Trevor Willis and his daughter Madeline. Yeah, so we've stopped in at the bakery and got our lunch and a coffee, and we're just sitting here eating it now. And yes, I think the weather forecast is better for tomorrow, and yeah, the rest of the week. This is probably going to be the worst day, so that's a good thing. Yeah, so I've got a sausage roll, and I did have a chunky steak pie, but I've already eaten that in the usual cappuccino. And then after that I'm going to have an apricot Danish, I think it is. Yeah, so stay tuned. Hopefully I'll get out on the water tomorrow. I'll catch you then.
The rain coming down between Jindabyne and Braemar Bay was absolutely biblical. I was expecting Noah to come sailing past in his ark at any stage. First thing we did when we got to Braemar Bay was to check into the park office and pick up the keys to our cabin, and also to catch up with our host Micheal to find out what's been happening with the local fishing scene here. Micheal and Peta really go out of their way to make sure that your stay is a pleasant one. I can't recommend them enough.
$4 to your holiday fund. Thank you very much.
So you got other ones of these, or you take these ones? Is that like
what you see there is what
that's the stock levels?
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
I just can't.
I've got to wait for Mum to make some more.
I'm trying to see that can't. It's a bit dark. I like how it says that.
Where the big ones are caught.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Well, that's our whole logo, isn't it? The Braemar logo is where the big ones are caught. Some nice rainbows being caught at the moment. You're into a bit of bank fishing.
All right, we've settled into our cabin here. I think we're going to leave it till tomorrow to get out and fish, because it has stopped raining for the moment, but it's looking pretty sketchy on the radar, and it's just spitting a bit of rain now. So this is the cabin that we're staying in. It's really great. We're at Braemar Bay. It's a very big cabin. I'll just show you inside. There's the kitchen area, reasonable sized fridge, good heater. Now this is Trevor Willis himself, just kicking back at the moment, just getting ready for a big day tomorrow. And this is his daughter Madeline, and this is Boots, the what sort of dog's he?
Purebred, miniature fox terrier.
Oh yeah. Yeah, so he can get pretty vocal sometimes when he's playing with his old boot or whatever it is. Yeah.
There's two bedrooms. One's got a queen size double bed, and the other one has got 4 bunk beds.
This is the bathroom, nice and spacious. I've got the 12 volt freezer in here so it doesn't keep Trevor awake, it makes a bit of noise. Yeah, it's not the most modern of abodes, but it's I reckon it's one of the best places I've stayed in. Yeah.
Price is right.
Yeah, that's it. And yeah, we're just after Easter, so it shouldn't be that Easter craziness should have finished. So yeah, we're going to hit it hard tomorrow, hopefully. See how we go. Well, it's day 2, and the rain still hasn't sort of dissipated enough for us to go out in the boat. So we're just fishing off the bank here with a bit of bait. Trevor's just kicking back there, and Madeline's just playing with the dog. Yeah, I've got a bait rod in, and I'm casting. I've been casting a Tassie Devil for a bit, but no luck yet. So yeah, it looks idyllic at the moment, but there was Still a bit of rain on the radar. They're saying that it's going to be until around lunchtime, so we might get out in the boat after that. Yeah, it's actually quite warm here. It's a bit humid. Yeah. Well, I'm onto my first fish for the trip. I've cast a pink Tassie Devil off the bank, and he feels like a reasonable fish. Wasn't really expecting to catch that much, so I didn't have the camera rolling for the hookup, but he's a nice rainbow too by the look of him. Oh, he got off. Damn it. Hate it when that happens. I don't think he was as big as what I thought it was anyway. Trevor's just gone for a walk to look for a rod tip that he lost last time. Now the water's come down, he might be able to find it.
He never ended up finding it.
I definitely got another hit there. Straight back out there again. Beautiful. Rainbows love the pink Tassie Devils. Browns don't mind them for that matter either. Oh, yeah, I'm on again. On. Got the hook up that time. Yeah, he's still on. Could this be the first fish of the trip? I don't think he's huge. They just put up so much of a fight, the rainbows. Hopefully he doesn't get off this time. Ideally, I would be using waders here. Oh, he's only a little one. He could be the first fish for the trip though. I reckon the other one was a little bit bigger, but he wasn't huge either. Yeah, he's a little bit small, I think. Nice little rainbow on the Tassie Devil. He's not a real big one, so I'll let him go straight away. There he goes, beautiful.
I've walked a bit further into Jock's Cove / Trevor's Cove and had a few casts around the rocks where I've done well on previous trips casting a lure off the bank, but this time no luck. Conditions have now stabilised enough for us to get out in the boats. Pushing the boat partly off the trailer like this before I fully back it in while I'm still standing on the ground allows me to, once I back the boat fully in, to be able to not get my feet wet and push the boat off the trailer while I'm standing on the walkway of the trailer. If I didn't push the boat off a little bit like this initially, it's very hard to push the boat off trying to stand on the back of the car. It's too cramped up.
Is that red light flashing? Yeah, it's going.
I thought I'd better hang around and make sure that Trevor and Madeline get the boat in okay, as it's a very rough launching area, and they haven't had this boat for very long and they're still dialing in the launching procedure. Every boat's got its own idiosyncrasies that you've got to get used to.
Oh, I got all the shit away, man.
So it'd be good if...
In the end, they got it in no dramas at all.
So here we go. The weather conditions have stabilised enough for us to finally get on the water in our boats. Trevor's just heading off there. Yes, I'm just about to put these lures down, a Canberra Killer 13 gram Tassie Devil and a 20 gram Pink Panther. Yeah, so I'm just going to flatline at the moment. As always, I've got a bit of S factor on these lures. Oh, we're on straight away. Straight on. You wouldn't read about it. Straight on. Slow down a bit so we can wind him in. Oh, he's gonna go. Oh, he's going. Oh, he's not a bad size. He's going off. Must be a rainbow. Geez, that didn't take long at all. Eucumbene magic. On the old faithful Pink Panther, I love that colour. Might have to run over that spot again. It's got a bit of weight to him. Oh yeah, I think he's a nice size. Come to Papa. He's not a bad rainbow to start with. I think I might keep that one. Oh yeah, ripper.
I've done really well trolling this windswept bank of Braemar Bay at this time of day before, but not on this occasion.
Oh yeah, on. Yes. Been a long time coming. Looks like a good one too. Oh, I thought that first fish was the omen fish. I haven't caught anything for hours. Just about to change lures on the other rod. Just turn the music off a bit. Geez, it's been a long time between drinks. Magic Hour. Oh yeah, this got a bit of weight to him. I reckon this one might be a brown. He's not really fighting that much. He's just got a bit of weight to him. Oh, he's going off. The 20 gram Pink Panther Tassie Devil. What is he? Looks like a rainbow, I think. Probably, maybe. No, he's a nice fish. Yeah, he's a good. He's about similar to that other one. Thank you very much. Oh, lure just came out. He's not a bad rainbow. I think I might have him.
Well, no more fish, and I think it's just about yibbity yibbita time.
Here we are. This is the second day's fishing. Yesterday I only ended up with the 3. It's a little bit slow. Trevor and Madeline, they got 7 rainbow trout trolling. A lot of them were around the 40 centimetre range. Yeah, I got the ones I got was 42 and 40, and the other one was only a little one. Yeah, so conditions are much more favourable today. We didn't know whether it was going to rain or not yesterday, but this is pretty spectacular sort of weather. Hopefully it stays this way, so being able to get into a more remote part of the lake, or a more open part of the lake I should say. So yeah, we'll see how we go. I'm going to start off flatlining with Tassie Devils. I'm going to use these 2. That's the 20 gram model Tassie Devil, just rigged straight through, not through the deep towing point, and that's the Canberra Killer. That's the one that Trevor got most of his on yesterday. That's the 13 gram. And S Factor will be applied to those. So we'll see how we go. Alright, I've gone along for a little while now. I've taken off the Canberra Killer, and I'm going to try this big double clutch, 95mm double clutch, just to maybe go a little bit deeper. I think these things go about 8 feet down. Alright, we'll see how that goes. Oh, yep, on the double clutch, yep. Haven't caught a lot of fish on this, so this is awesome. First one of the day. I was starting to think I was going to have to think about casting. Yes, we've got one on the double clutch. Maybe it could be the first brown. Slow the boat down a bit. I mean, how good does that bank look? You'd have to think there's something there. Oh, he's got that rainbow feel about it. On the double clutch. Looked like it was getting a bit of water, and I was a bit sort of dubious whether that was going to work. Oh, I can see rocks under there. Holy shit. It's not all that deep there, is it? We've got to speed up a bit so that dual depth doesn't get stuck under there. Shit, he's going off. He's going off. He's going off. Got shallow pretty quick. It's taking a bit to get in. Oh, he's a nice fish. Yeah, he's a nice rainbow, I think. Oh yes, and that's a nice rainbow on the double clutch. That's probably a little bit bigger than the ones I got yesterday, I reckon. I won't be saying no to that one. Woo! Yeah, they're getting bigger. Yeah, double clutch me up.
I trolled for a while after that first rainbow with no luck, so I went back to the spot where I caught the rainbow, where there's a big rock peninsula jutting out from the bank, and had quite a few casts around there because it just looks so fishy where, you know, deep water goes up into a shallow area quickly like that. I'm using the same 95mm double clutch that I caught the last rainbow on. No action with the casting, so back to trolling again.
Oh, yeah, on. Saw him on the sounder, I reckon. This one's on the 20 gram pink Tassie Devil. Could this be our first brown for the day? Look at that. Like a nice rainbow. Yeah. Yeah, it's a very nice rainbow. Rainbows have been a good size on this trip. Thank you very much. Nice, that's it. I think I might let this one go. He's not in real good condition. What is he? It's about 35 here. I think I'll let him go. See you later, mate.
Back to the casting again. If something's not working, I like to change it up to see if that can bring about some results. I'm using the ever faithful Canberra Killer 13 gram Tassie Devil here.
Oh yes, oh!
He hit the lure right next to the boat and broke the line. He was definitely a solid fish. The lure lands right up against the rocks.
Yep, we're on. On. Maybe this one might be brown. Oh, he's a nice fish. Oh, he is a very nice fish actually. Shit. He's a nice fish. Come on, I haven't been having a good day so far. I need to get this one. Come to Papa. He's a nice brown. Probably the first brown. Come to Papa! Yeah, baby! The first brown of the trip. Right near the edge. Well, it's getting a bit rough out there. I've got to try and get around that corner somehow. So I'm just going to fish for bait for a while and have a bit of lunch. Just using the usual old worms. Trying a new idea that Trevor suggested, a little bit of a float above the hook to float the worm up off the bottom a little bit. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. There's a bit of weed and stuff, so hopefully it'll float it up above that. Bit of S factor on them. Looks like that's floating nicely off the bottom actually. Look at that. Mint. I've got my bait rods in, I've got bells on them. Now I might try to keep breaking in this generator. You're supposed to run it for 10 hours before you're fully loaded up. So I'm going to run one of my chargers for these batteries, the trolling motor battery, and yeah, give it a bit of a run. Check. Got to prime it first. Oh, the other rod's getting a bite now. Both rods have had a bite. Oh, this is promising. Oh, yes, 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 yes. What have I got here? Have I got it? Oh, he's a little one. There's something on there. There was something on there. I don't think it was that big. Oh, have to rebait this one. Oh! Bloody chased it all the way in too. It's going off. Bait for game. Can't even get this one baited up before I get another bite. The old cork doesn't seem to put him off. That one's a bit more generously baited now. That should elicit a strike, I reckon. See how that goes. Check the bait. I'm getting a bite, getting a bite. On. Oh, he's not a bad fish either. This is not my normal way of fishing, by the way. But it looked like a rainbow from there. That other one that I just had on, he wasn't very big, but this has got a bit of size about it. Loving the bait. You don't see me do a lot of bait fishing. Trevor's come through with the goods with that cork to float it above the bottom. That's the bomb. He's a nice one. He's probably about 40 centimetres, I reckon. Thank you very much. On the worms. This is pretty unnatural for me. He's a nice one too. On the old Nathalia Euro crawlers. He looks like he's in pretty good condition too.
I finally had a chance to get the generator started in between all the bites that I was getting. Then I attempted to change the GoPro battery.
Getting another bite on the rod. I can't get the GoPro in the thing. Yeah, I got it. I'm trying to put the GoPro on my head and it's... Anyway, just leave that there, I think. I was wondering if the noise of that generator was going to put him off. I don't know if you can see. Pretty hard to hang onto the GoPro and wind in at the same time. Nice. Oh yeah. Bait's going on. Thank you very much. Another nice rainbow. Check it. There, another good rainbow, probably approaching the 40 centimetre mark, I'd say. Yeah. Just got another good bite then, just when I was nearly ready to have lunch. Alright, this is lunch if I get a chance to eat it before this rod goes off again. Got ham and salad rolls. I've got black grapes, I think they are, and seedless, and a can of Coke. I don't know if I'll get through that before I get another bite or something, but yeah, we'll see how that goes. I'm on to another one here. I just hit it when I went to check the bait. Yeah, I'm not sure how big this one. I don't think he's huge. Oh, he's a slightly smaller model. Yeah, I think I might still chuck it out in the deeper water. That's where the bigger ones seem to be coming from. Oh, I'm getting a bite. Just got a good bite then. See that? Oh, this one's just hit the bait when I was winding to check it. Maybe this is what the bites were. Smallest one for the trip so far. See you later, mate. Alright, I've caught those couple of fish on bait. Now I'm going to try something different. I'm going to go to a lead line. Just a simple Tassie Devil on its own this time, trying to emulate a good friend that catches a lot of fish this way. So we'll see what happens. I've got 13 gram Tassies on both of these. I've got going to have 2 lead line rods out. I'm going to try and run them relatively close to the bottom, which is something I don't normally do. This bank looks like it hasn't got too much structure, so let's see what happens. This is the outfit that I'm using. It's a LV trolling reel. It's a 456 BE model. These were originally made for the New Zealand market. Yeah, they're actually discontinued now and they're quite hard to get. I was inspired by Fish Talk video to get one of these. I've got 2 of them and yeah, they're a good reel. It's got a one-way drag system so that when you wind it in there's no resistance, but if a fish pulls the line out like that, there's resistance, which is controlled with this knob here. You can turn that to make it more or less drag, and this little knob in the middle, that's for when you put it out of gear. That controls the the friction when it's out of gear, because you put it out of gear to let the line out. That's the gear lever there. You got to put it out of gear so you can feed off the line. You can't cast these reels. Yeah, and this little switch here, that's for that's a clicker, so if you got it in the rod holder and you're not watching it, then a fish hits, you can hear that you've got a bite. This is coupled with a Daiwa beef stick, which was recommended to me by Ray at Elks. It's actually quite a inexpensive rod. It's got a fiberglass tip. It's a 3 to 6 kilo rod, and it's a 1.83 centimeters long, so it's not all that long. Yeah, it just does the job nicely for a budget price. And I like to, I've got a little sticker with the which order the colours come off the lead line, because I have trouble remembering. Yeah, so with this 13 gram Tassie Devil that I'm using, this is the Canberra Killer. I've got 2 Kamakatsu size 1 single lure hooks opposing each other. They're on a split ring, and then in front of that there's a red bead, and I've got about an arm's span of FC Sniper fluorocarbon leader. That's 10 pound. I normally like to use the FC rock, but that just wasn't available at the time. But at least with this FC Sniper you get like 200 metres of it. The FC rock you only get 50 metres of it. It's quite expensive. Then that goes to a snap swivel, and then I've got the leader of 15 pound mono, I think this is, up to the lead line. Yeah, so
By this stage I've already caught a nice 35 centimetre rainbow on the lead line. I just didn't get it on camera. I'm trolling in water varying from about 20 to 30 feet in depth, and I'm trolling at 3.8 kilometres an hour, which is what I find is ideal for Tassie Devils. At this speed I've found that the lead line is probably going about 18 or 19 feet down, but if you go slower then it'll go deeper. It's just dependent on the speed that you're going, the depth of the lead line.
oh, yep. Oh, what do we got? Fish on. Shit. I think it's a good one too. Yeah. Fish on. Yeah, baby. John Charles me up. Yeah. What have we got here? A rainbow. Here's a little rainbow. We'll let him go. I've already got my 5. I mean, he's too small anyway, I wouldn't keep him. Yeah, I'll just quickly release him. See you later, mate.
Well, that's it for today. The lake has calmed down quite nicely, so I haven't had any trouble getting around that headland that I was worried about, where it's always really rough. I find both Eucumbene and Dartmouth always seem to calm down, the last couple of hours of the day, and yeah, today's no exception. Trevor and Madeline had a bit of a tough day today. They caught a few, but not quite as many as yesterday.
Well, I don't think there's going to be a lot of fishing happening today. It's snowing right now. Yeah. There's a bit of snow starting to build up on the ground. Well, there's not going to be a lot of fishing happening today, so I'm going to smoke a couple of these trout fillets. Yeah, these are a couple of the more ordinary ones that are not very orange. The orange ones are better, but yeah, when you smoke them, they're alright, these ones. So I've got a bit of brine made up here with a bit of salt and a bit of brown sugar. I'm going to just soak them in there for a few hours. You can leave them soaking in there overnight if you want. Yeah, so I've just got to get them out of these cryovac bags. Yeah, this is a good thing to do when you can't get out fishing. Soak them in here for a bit. We've been getting mostly rainbows. Oh, there we go. All rainbows. Give them a nice soak, and hopefully that'll taste alright. Put them in the fridge for a bit. And that's zero alcohol beer, by the way. Trevor's on the hard stuff, I think. But yeah. As many people might know, I don't really drink a lot of alcohol. Yeah. So yeah, that's the situation outside. The snow's building up more and more. Alright, I've left those trout fillets soaking in the brine for a few hours. Now I'm going to put them in the smoker. This is the smoker that I've got. I like to put aluminium foil underneath everything so that you know you can just lift the whole lot out and throw it away. It doesn't make a big mess in the smoker. So just put a sheet down like that, and then I get my sawdust, my smoker sawdust, which in this case is Boss Hog and the Duchess of Pork. It's hickory, which is, you know, that's one of the most popular types. So just get like a handful and just sprinkle it like that. You can actually overdo it, I reckon, putting too much sawdust. Makes it sort of a little bit too strong. So then what I do, I put another layer of foil over the top of that, because otherwise the sawdust can kind of flick up into the fish. So I found if there's any movement in the smoker from heating up, so I put another layer of foil over the top of that, and then that stops the sawdust getting up into the fish. And well, I've got to actually, I better put a bit of olive oil on that so it doesn't, the fillets don't stick. So I use this extra virgin olive oil spray to spray. Just give that a bit of a spray like that. Sit that rack in there like that, and then I'll get the fish and put that in there. Draining the brine out now, and I'll sort of paper towel these fillets down to get a bit of the moisture off. So I usually lay out a couple of bits of paper towel to just sit the fish on while I dry them off a bit. Yes, these are not the best specimens, so they'll be better for smoking. The more orange ones are sometimes fry those. A bit of seasonal on them. So I just use the paper towel to dry them off a bit. Not exactly sure why I do that, but it just feels right. I think you're meant to do it. Sort of stops them being steamed so much. And what I do so they don't dry out too much is sit one fillet on top of the other fillet to kind of replicate a whole fish a bit more. Unless it's a really big fillet, then I just do one fillet on its own. Sit them in there like that. Usually try to keep the same fish together so it's exactly the same size. Then we'll fill up the burners now and start it. Alright, I'm going to fill the burners up with metho now. Oh, probably about, maybe close to 100, but not quite 100. Yeah, so I'll put that in. That's how I sort of govern how much cook time. If it was, you know, smaller fish, I'd put it in for less time. So it's probably, what's that? That's about 80 mil. I find with these burners, if you fill it up too much, it starts pouring out, starts leaking out of the sides, like about halfway up. Yeah, you can see it's kind of full to the maximum. There's a little bit of metho starting to leak out from the edges there. So that was 80 mil and it's coming out of the sides. So yeah, you don't want to put too much more than that in. You've got to make sure these holes are open because the flame will go out if you don't do that. So yeah, I'll light that now and get the fish started. Probably takes about maybe half an hour for the flame to go out. Alright, we'll light the burners now. You can see there's a bit of excess metho that's come out the sides there. That's what happens when you put a bit too much in, but that doesn't matter. It'll soon burn away. One, two, both burners are going, I think. Bit of wind here. Alright, might move that right into the corner there. Get out of the wind. Yeah, they're definitely both going. So the burners are lit. Now I'll just put this on top and wait for the burners to go out. Alright, so the burners have gone out. We'll see how these trout have turned out. You can actually, you know, put a bit more metho in and put them in for a bit longer if they haven't been cooked enough. Yeah, I think I might put them in for a bit longer. I reckon they could be just a little bit more. They'd probably be okay like that, but I'd just like to see a bit more brownness about them. So I think I'll put a bit more, give them a bit more cook time in for a little bit longer, which you can do. Alright, I'll give them a bit. I reckon it's not real warm here at the moment, maybe 7 degrees, and the altitude might be affecting the, you know, how it's burning. So yeah, so I'm putting about maybe 40 millimeters, maybe half of what I initially put in. 40 mils. That should be well and truly enough. Hopefully not too much. Alright, I've given them a second burn. That'll have to do, I think, even if they don't look cooked enough. Yeah, they look better. It's just got a different, that's the right sort of brownness. I just reckon they just weren't quite enough before. Yeah, they look good. Sit them on a plate now. Just got, yeah, it just looks nicer. And then I kind of like to get rid of that bit of moisture that sort of sits on them. This is why I like using the foil. You just kind of lift the whole lot out. See how there'd be a big mess in the bottom of the smoker? You just kind of fold out the foil and hey presto, there's no mess in the bottom of the smoker. Well, conditions have improved to some extent. It's not snowing and it's not raining much. It's going to be some very light rain, so I'm going to go for a run because that's what I'm used to exercising most days. So I'll take this opportunity of no fishing to go for a run. Yeah, so hopefully I don't die of hypothermia, but I've got a Gore-Tex jacket in my running vest. So, and I've got my Garmin, what is it, the InReach, the Garmin InReach, so I can communicate if something goes wrong, and I've got a headlamp so I can see where I'm going if I'm out a bit too late. It's about 4:15 now and it's completely dark by 6:30 now, so yeah, let's go. Alright, this is the end result of the smoked trout. I'm ready to hook into this. I've got some of Trevor's homegrown carrots in that salad mix. And Madeline's got homemade pizza, is it?
Yep, pizza and pasta.
Homemade pizza and pasta. Trevor's already polished off his and he's already onto his bit of chocolate there.
I'm eating chocolate now.
Yeah. So yeah, how much better can life get? Look, we got the wedding of Leah and Justin on Home and Away on the TV. It doesn't get any better, and I've got me Great Northern Zero beer. Life's good. Put it on there. Put it on there like that, and yeah, Bob's your uncle. Alright, it's day 5. It's probably the 3rd day of fishing because the first day was just spent getting up here, and yesterday the weather was too unfavourable to get out. But there's a bit of a southerly, southwesterly wind blowing at the moment, so yeah, I'm not normally a big fan of that direction, but it's allowed me to get around this bank because this is in the lee of the wind. I've got a couple of lead lines out. Yeah, I've got 4 colours of lead line out, and I've just got a Tassie Devil on its own, nothing complicated, no dodges at the moment. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. The weather conditions are, you know, in some ways conducive to trout with these this overcast situation. There's not any rain on the radar, so that's ideal, and it's pretty close to the new moon. So yeah, we'll see how we go. Anyway, the day before last I got a couple with this technique. I'm actually running the lures pretty close to the bottom. I'm only in, you know, 20 or 30 foot of water. I'm not sure exactly how far these lead lines are going down, but I don't seem to be hitting the bottom yet. You know, I'm doing 3.8 kilometres an hour, so you know, I don't know if that speed probably affects the depth that your lead line goes. Yeah, so looks like a few interesting returns on the sonar there. Yeah, so stay tuned. On, yep, on. He's only a tiny one, I think. Yeah, he's only a little one. Just let him quickly go. Yeah, little rainbow. See you later, mate. Yep, on. I thought that was a snag for a minute. Another little one. Nice little rainbow. See that? Hold on tight. Oh, and there's another one behind him. We could be on here. It's right in this zone of those lead line, I reckon, those two arches. And another one.
When I'm going against the wind, or when it's a bit choppy, I quite often use the petrol motor, locked in a straight ahead position, to assist the electric motor, as this saves a lot on battery power. By doing this, I still get the benefits of the electric motor being able to hold the boat in a straight line, and also being able to slow right down if I've hooked a fish. I've just decided I can turn off the petrol motor as I'm going with the wind.
On. This looks like a better one too. Steer the boat out towards the middle. Yeah, I think this could be a better one than the last one. There had to be something there with all those arches showing up. Yeah, this one's got a bit more weight to it. Oh, I've got two like real small ones, 30 centimetres. This one might be better, hopefully. Oh, nice, yeah. Oh, yes, it is a better one. Yes, he's a nice rainbow. Yep. There he is there on the Canberra Killer. Well, I've changed tactics. I'm going to do a bit of casting now. I'm going to cast this Canberra Killer. Seems to be the colour that's working at the moment. So yeah, I've got a 75mm double clutch on there too. I might give that a go if the wind allows.
I've got the 75mm double clutch on now.
Oh, yep. On. It's been a long time coming. I was nearly giving up on the casting. On the, oh, what is he? He's a nice fish too. He's a nice rainbow again. Oh, he's off.
Oh well, back to the drawing board.
Alright, I've had a bit of a cast and I lost one nice rainbow, but I think I might go back to the lead lines now. They seem to be producing the odd fish, consistently producing, not flat out, but every now and then you get one. Alright, we're going to have a bit of lunch now. The ever popular red curry coconut noodles with a can of tuna in it.
They do pack a bit of a punch with the chilli. You've always got to have a drink on standby. In this case, I've got the standard can of Coke.
On. It was only a matter of time. Started seeing a few arches there. Turn into the centre. Slow down a bit. Seems to be consistently producing. This lead line. I don't know if this fish is actually still on here.
Oh blast, he got off. I've noticed a set of forward fenders hanging off this tree, so I've stopped by to pick them up. I'm heading over to the same spot where I caught a couple of nice rainbows on bait on day 3. I'm meeting up with Trevor and Madeline and we're going to do a bit of bait fishing. But unfortunately no 2 days are the same, and we fished for quite a while and didn't get a single touch. That's fishing. One day it can be on and then the next day it's off.
Righto, we've changed to down riggers and I've just hooked up. Got to get it free of the bomb. Hopefully it's still on. Yep, still on. Go out into the middle. This is the zone just here. Right in this corner all the time. Oh, what do we got here? He's not on the slider. It's like a little rainbow. They're loving that Canberra killer. Yeah, little rainbow. Might release him, he's a little bit small. Oh, yep, I'm getting hit. I got a bit of a hit touch on that one. That's a definite hit. Come on, take it. Could be a little one stuck on there. Oh, a fish drag along here. Yeah, there is a fish drag along behind here. Another rainbow. Okay, nice little rainbow. I think I'll let him go. See you later, mate.
Okay, this is the last ditch effort to catch a reasonable fish. I've only caught the one capable size fish today. This is the last chance, I think. It's just about yibbity yibbit time. So no luck with the casting. Trevor and Madeline had a good day. They were mainly flatlining Tassie Devils and they caught quite a few nice ones. I'm using GPS to navigate and I'm using the driving lights on my boat to identify any potential hazards. It looks like you can't see anything with the driving lights, but if something's there you'll see it. These alpine waters can be quite treacherous, so I've got
a good quality life jacket. It's a PFD1 life jacket from PFD1 in Albury. This is the type that you'll see the fisheries and the water police using, and I've opted for an extra couple of features on this life jacket. I've got a PLB, which if you set that off, it sends, you know, a distress signal to emergency services, and then they will endeavour to show up and save you, hopefully. And it's also got a optional strobe light. You don't have to have this, but I've just opted for this. If water completes the circuit of this little probe here, if it goes across those two terminals, the light will automatically turn on when it gets in contact with water. I'll just show you how that works. See, I'm completing the circuit across those two terminals here, like as if it would be in water, and then once you do that, the strobe light flashes. Yeah, so just turn that off. Yeah, so one of the biggest dangers in these alpine waters is hypothermia. So I've packed a few extra items into this side pocket that comes with these life jackets, this pocket here. So I've got a emergency blanket. All these items are in cryovac bags, one cryovac bag inside the other, so it's double sealed. So I've got the emergency blanket, I've got the fire lighters, which these burn really well, I've tried them out, and then also I've got the 2 lighters and some paper to get the fire lighters going if I need to start a fire, because that's the best way to combat hypothermia, if you can get a fire going. And I've also got an emergency headlamp, which I think it's waterproof. This is just for emergency purposes, so it's quite smaller than a normal one, just so it packs away until you need it. Yeah. So yeah, I like to have a decent life jacket. Alright, it's day 6 and probably the final day of fishing. Tomorrow we'll be just going back home, just driving home. Yeah, yesterday wasn't overly successful for me. I only kept the one fish, about 40 centimetre rainbow. Lost another rainbow probably about the same size, and caught, you know, 3 or 4 others in the 30 to 35 centimetre range. But today's a new day, I'm in a different spot. I'm gonna give the casting a real decent go this time, because I reckon it brings on the bigger fish. Yeah, so we'll see how we go.
I'm using the Canberra Killer 13 gram Tassie Devil and the 75mm Daiwa double clutch again. Sorry about the camera being focused too high. This section doesn't go for very long.
Oh, yep, on. Oh, he's on a little. Alright, they're here. Little rainbow. Not a donut day, unless he gets off.
That last fish was only very small, probably under 30 centimetres.
Yeah, so the casting didn't yield too many results, just that one little rainbow. So I've gone to another part of the lake, and I'm going to go back to trolling a couple of Tassie Devils on the surface. The old faithful 20 gram Pink Panther and the 13 gram Canberra Killer. So yeah, I've come quite a way.
So yeah, let's see how this goes. Oh, yes, yep, on. This is a good one too. Oh, yeah, baby. That's what I'm talking about. In the shallow water. Scraping the edges. Oh, yes. Yeah, baby. Oh, yeah. He's a nice rainbow. It's a real good rainbow. Come to Papa. Come to Papa. Come to Papa. Yeah, baby. There we go. That's probably the best rainbow of the trip so far. That's what it's all about. And that's a nice rainbow. The browns are still pretty uncommon at the moment. Yes, that last rainbow came out of pretty shallow water. I'm trying to get as close to the edge as I can without getting snagged. That's where they are, I reckon, especially the bigger ones. Yeah, so I'm sort of going in close, going back out, going in close, going back out, and then that way the line is sometimes going over a different track to where the boat's been. Yeah. Apart from that one good rainbow early on, the trolling scene was very quiet. So I went up one of the creeks and tried a bit of casting. Oh, yep. Oh, on. Only a little one, I think. They're here. They're in this creek too. Oh no, he's getting a bit of weight to it. Sometimes they can look smaller than they are. Oh, he's off anyway. Oh, yep. On. Come on, stay on this time. It's not a very big one. Little rainbow. There's. There he goes. See you later, mate. I gave the casting a red hot go, but no more luck. I've seen that creek really go off before. I did a bit more flatline trolling with Tassie Devils close to the edge, but no luck. I've met up with John Charles. John's staying at a different caravan park this time, as this is his favourite area to fish. John is part of the group of us that organise to be at Eucumbene together every so often. Another member of the group is Kevin Cameron, who was planning to be here this time, but something came up at the last minute and he wasn't able to make it, so it wasn't quite the same without Kevin. John fishes this area on a regular basis and catches a lot of fish with lead line. Here I'm just following behind and letting John lead the way, as he knows this area like the back of his hand, and he knows all the best trolling runs for the lead line. It didn't take long at all to catch the first fish.
Oh, is it a fish? I don't know. Yeah. On. Oh, it's a little brown. They've been far and few between this trip. See you later, mate. Oh, yep, on. Right, they're starting to go off now. That's definitely a fish. Probably not that big by the look of it. Oh, the fish are getting bigger. Brown me up. Another little brown. Must be the smallest fish for the trip. Let him go. See you later, mate. Yeah, oh, that's definitely a fish on here. Still got this one. Yeah. Oh, it must be small. Another little brown. It's brown o'clock here. Brown me up. Brown town. Another little brown there. Yep, on. Is that a fish or what? The fish are getting smaller. Oh, yep. On. This one looks reasonable. Yep, oh yeah, this is a better one. This is a better one. This is what I'm talking about. Come on, be a good size. Oh yeah, that's a better one. That's what I'm talking about. Come to Papa! That's a better one, that's what I'm talking about. Oh, the lure come out too. That's a better brown.
John's decided it's time to pull up stumps, so we're just going to have a quick catch up and compare notes about how the fishing session went.
Alright, I'll wind these in. Oh, I reckon I'm on again.
You got bottom there, have you?
Unless it's a fish. Oh, probably. I'm going a bit slower, so that's probably hitting the bottom. I'll just stop.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's something on this now. Can be hard to know with this. Actually, that's... Are we moving? Yeah. That'll be
I
the...
ended up with 10 for the session, so that's
Yeah.
5 good ones, 5 minnows, so... Alright.
Yeah, I got... Yeah, 1 good one and 7. Oh, there's a fish on here. So that might be 8. This is another tiddler, I think. It's one of those ones you can't tell if it's on here or not.
Yeah.
Have you got any rainbows or what?
2.
Oh yeah, so they do exist here.
Yeah, they still the odd one down deep.
Oh yeah, there we go. That's probably my second biggest for today. Let him go. There we go. There's another brown. Yeah, I mean the other ones are pretty similar colour too. It's like the ampole.
Oh, I might give it, yeah. Yeah, that is too. It's just the contact. I might give them a run.
There we go, another one. Yeah, that'll... No, it's a little brown. It's going off here. I just was winding the line in and it's just hit it as I'm winding it in. Just a finish for the day.
The lake's just been fishing fantastic.
Brown me up. All I could get was rainbows before, now it's all browns up here. So that's how you do it. That's I've observed it in me. I've seen it for myself now how it happens, how you get so many. So all good things must come to an end. We're heading back home today. Yeah, so everything's got to go back in the car. Trevor's probably a bit more advanced than me in the packing up stage. I haven't started to take stuff out of my car yet. That's the caravan park survival kit right there. Immensely useful. Multiple extension leads and double adapters and power boards. There's never enough power points in these type of places, and they're never close enough to the thing that you want to plug in. So yeah, this is worth its weight in gold. Alright, I've just tried to start the car to make sure it'd start because the battery's been sounding a little bit sort of sluggish, and this cold morning there was a bit of ice on the boat cover. It's just not wanting to start, so I've got one of those King's you know, little jump starter batteries, so I'm going to see if that works. Haven't used it before, so I have to read the instructions. Alright, so it's pretty straightforward. You just plug in this thing into the jump starter, just connect the terminals the right way, and then you start your car, and then remove the jump starter as soon as possible. It'll only plug in one way. Kickstart my heart. Alright, see what happens. Yeah, baby. Disconnect it as soon as possible. They're not more than $100, these things from King's. A lot more convenient than jumper leads, and there's always fun and games when you go on a holiday. Trevor's got his own dramas here.
How that could possibly break? Like, how could that thing there break inside of there? You know, like how the hell could that happen?
I don't know, maybe you could get it under warranty. You've had it less than a year, this boat trail, haven't you? It's a Nava one too, you wouldn't reckon that. You pay through the nose for that. That's looking like it might be gonna... Alright, it's the stop lights.
This is a MacGyver. Repair.
Send it. Oh, look at that. We're kicking goals here. In addition to the car not starting and Trevor's trailer plug not working, I've had to tape up my number plate because one of the screws pulled through the number plate, so that's taped up until I get home. Yeah, it's all happening here. that's a wrap. The fishing wasn't exactly red hot. I couldn't find that one method that was consistently producing fish. It might have looked like I was catching them one after the other, but there was actually quite a bit of water in between the fish at times. Yeah, the casting was nowhere near as successful as it was last time I went there in October. Yeah, Trevor and Madeline, they pretty much stuck to flatline trolling Tassie Devils on the surface, and they caught quite a lot of fish doing that. So I'd say, you know, if you didn't want to muck around, keep on changing methods, that's probably the one method that's probably the most consistent. Yeah, as long as the water's not too warm, as long as it's not sort of above 18 degrees, I reckon that's probably the way to go. Yeah, so if you've got any questions about the methods that I'm using in this video, just leave a comment down below and I'll endeavour to answer your questions. Anyhow, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next adventure.
Look